And now, the hottest podcast around the globe, Straight Up TV. With your host, that dude all-star.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Straight Up TV, man. Today is July 17th, 2023, man. I'm streaming live from Georgia, man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, man. We have an awesome show today, man. An awesome show today. If you're tuning in right now for the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, it don't even matter. Just hit that subscribe button right now. Listen, it's free and you'll be helping out the channel. All right, so let's keep it going. Today's episode is sponsored by Light the Night, man. If you want to light the night, you have to get Light the Night. Listen, all the heavy slingshotters with all those lights, man. Light the night. Go to San Antonio, Texas, man. Vernon Walker, man. Light the night. If you want to light the night, you got to get it. All right. Also, Callaway and Sons, man, out of New Orleans, Louisiana, man. Heating and air conditioning services, man. Listen, they have 24-hour emergency services, man. If your AC go out in the middle of the night, call Callaway and Sons, man. 24/7 emergency services, man. If you want it done the right way, call Callaway. Listen, I'm telling you, listen, if your AC go out, you're going to want it. You're going to want it. All right, let's keep it going. Our last sponsor is Zerati Steelworks, man. World class. If you ever been to Zerati Steelworks, you know you're going to get world-class service. And also today, man, and every day, you can get 10% off by using the ZSWSUTV code. 10% off, right? Go right now. Start shopping, man. You can get 10% off. 10% off, man. Zerati Steelworks, man. Listen, tell them All-Star said it, man. All right, so listen, man, what a wonderful day I had today. I just want everybody to know out there that I was on the phone with some people from Texas, and I'll be taking a trip to Texas for some BBLs. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead on. All right, listen. This is Sling Talk 21, man, and what a panel we have, man. Some awesome guys, man. Some awesome guys on the show today, man. I got some new questions, man. I got questions. I want to see what they're gonna say, man. So let's go, man. Let's see. I'm gonna start bringing in our guest, man. Let me bring in the guest. I'm gonna start with the only president on the panel today. The only president on the panel today. He is the president of the Slingshot Riders of North Carolina. What's up, Norman? What's going on?
What's going on, man? How you doing this evening?
Hey, what's going on, Prez? What's up, Prez?
Ain't nothing going on. I appreciate you having me come on.
Man, hey, you know, I always got room for Prez, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm just trying to represent my people because they take care of me when it's time to be taken care of. Just like this weekend, we did an event and they rolled in the rain for me. We didn't plan on riding in the rain, but we caught some.
Whoa. Okay. All right, let's get the rest of our guests in here. We're gonna go Gates County. And this is my boy. Gates County, North Carolina. Kryptonite. What's up, Kryptonite?
What's up, all-star?
Man, hey, glad to have you, bro. What's going on with you?
Same old, man. Thanks for having me on.
Man, yeah. All right, we're going to keep it going, man. Let's go. We're going to go to Jacksonville, North Carolina. We're going to go Terry. What's up, Terry?
Hey, what's happening, all-star?
Hey,
how you doing, man?
I'm good. What's up with you, man?
Hey, first giving honor to my Lord and Savior, Christ Jesus. I'm good, blessed and highly favored.
I appreciate that. And well said, sir. All right, let's keep it going. We're going to go the vice president. We got a vice president here, y'all. We got a vice president of QC Slingshotters, Charlotte, North Carolina. What's up, Kels?
What's up, All-Star? Thanks for having me, man. I feel blessed. I'm the newbie of the group. I know y'all. I know a couple of you guys. I'm glad to be on here, man, and chop it up. I love the Slingshot community. Kryptonite, you from Virginia Beach, right? I'm from Norfolk originally.
Okay. All right, let's go, man. Let's get Pops up in here, man. Let's get Pops up in here. Pops is the founder of Bull City Slingers. The founder of Bull City Slingers up in Durham, North Carolina. What's up, Pops?
Hello?
What's up, Pops?
I'm trying to get it. I don't know what happened to it.
You good? I can hear you. Hey, you should put yourself back on mute. There you go. Yeah, I can hear you.
Man, it's wonderful to be on here, All-Star. Thank you for the invite, man.
All right. Welcome. All right. Let's keep it going, man. Listen, we're going to go all the way to Connecticut, man. We're going to talk to a guy that goes by the name of Dragon. What's up, Dragon?
What up, All-Star? Thanks for having me again.
Hey, nothing much, man. Nothing much. What's going on in Connecticut, man?
Man, it's hot as hell and it's raining.
Yeah.
Every weekend we get rain. Every weekend.
Would you rather have the rain or just the hot weather, man?
Hot weather.
Jeez, man. I don't know about that, bro. Hey, man, that hot weather, man, it'll shut your slingshot down, bro.
Nah, bro. This is why I'm getting out of Connecticut. I don't like cold weather.
Okay. All right, we're gonna keep it going for our last guest today. Is that in North Carolina? Green Slingshot. Listen, sometimes he'll set up his tent and his chair. Everything green. He goes by the name of the Ambassador. What's up, Jack?
What's up, All-Star? Thank you for having me. I guess since you got a president, a vice president, a founder, you need the damn ambassador to keep everything legit and peace amongst the different groups. So it's an honor to be here with these great guys. I think I've met about all of them, know them, except the Connecticut guys, but we'll meet.
Yes, sir. Welcome, man. Man, we got a wonderful panel, man. Wonderful panel, man. Y'all make yourself at home, man. Make yourself at home. I'm gonna get this going right now. All right. So let's just get into this, man. This is not an interview. We just having a discussion. You know, I got some talking points, but this is not an interview. So make yourself at home, man. You know what I'm saying? Kick your feet up, man. Kick your feet up and make yourself at home. But I want to start off. One of my talking points, man, is how many days could you actually consecutively drive the slingshot? Like if a person only had a slingshot, they didn't have no car. How many days could they drive the slingshot?
I would ride that thing every day.
Really, Dragon?
Oh yeah, I would.
Everywhere. You get in and out of that thing, everywhere. All day, everywhere. Yeah. So I ain't gonna lie, I drive like 3 or 4 days in a row, man. I'm ready to get in the truck. I'm ready to get in the truck, in the car.
Nah.
Drag. I'm 49, Drag. I'm about to be 50. So
am I. I'm 49.
Ooh, we're the same age. Listen, Drag, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, I'm telling you, about 3 or 4 days events, I'm ready to get in the truck, bro. I'm ready to get out of it. But Dragon, you shorter than me, man. You shorter than me.
That ain't my problem. I've had 10 surgeries.
Yeah, man. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. What about you, Terry?
Hey, man. If the weather permit, well, I'm a working man, you know. So it's hard for me to say right now, but I'm a weekend thing. You know what I mean? Weekend for me right now.
Yeah. Man, I'm just
when
saying.
I can get it in, I get it in. Because my motto is, it's always line time.
Oh,
amen.
Jeez, man. You know what? Hey, listen, I'm Dragon. I'm going on 8 years with this thing, man. I'm going on 8 years with this thing. So anyway, listen, Kales, talk to me. Somebody on my side, man. Kales, talk to me. Could you drive it every day, Kales? How many, after 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, this is in a row every day. How many days would you be like, you know what, it's time to get out?
It's probably about 3-4 days. I'm like Terry. I work every day. I ain't trying to mess with that thing every day. It's fun, weekend Thursday through Sunday. Count me in. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm in the truck.
Yes, sir. I'm saying,
and I'm a little tall too, so I don't like climbing in and out of that thing either. But I mean, yeah, weekend roll around, I'll be in it all day.
The reason why I say it, Kels, Dragon, Terry, is because you go to an event, it might be Thursday through Sunday. So that's 1, 2, that's 4 days. After 4 days, I'm like, okay, man, I'm ready to get in the truck.
I'm ready to get in the truck. Do that. That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
I definitely would take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Pops, I get in as much as I can. I'm retired. So I wake up, I say truck, slingshot, slingshot wins. We riding.
Yeah. Pops, every day, Pops, you go get a haircut, you get in it. Pops, you go to the grocery store, you get in it. Pops, you want to go down to your boy house, you get in it. Every day, Pops, how many days?
I'm getting that thing every day. If I'm going to the grocery store, slingshot. Walmart, slingshot. I'm going to see my boy, slingshot. If I'm riding around town, slingshot. I wash the truck and leave it in the drive.
Yeah.
All right, Pop. See, me and Pops are on the same page.
Y'all definitely are. Definitely are. So let me talk to Kryptonite. Kryptonite, talk to me, bro. And listen, consecutively, like every day you in that slingshot, every day. Barbershop, grocery shop, going to see your pick up your son from school. Every day, how many days can you do it?
I'm kind of new to the scene. I've only had my sling a year. But if I could, I'd drive it every day right now. Work, groceries, where. But.
All right, every day. Every day.
I'll start you outnumbered, bro.
I think I'm outnumbered on this one, but I'm gonna go up to Prez. I know Prez with me on this. Prez with me on this right here. Prez.
Man, I would ride every day if I had somebody to ride with.
Okay.
But I ride it as much as I can. And my grandson, if it was up to him, we ride every day because once we get in it together, he put his shades on, his mask, and he shoot the peace sign to everybody we stop at the stoplight with. And he shakes his head up and down, telling me, look over here. So if we get the opportunity, we'll ride. So the next adventure for him, we're going to ride a lot more while the weather's good, because he said he got some girls. He wanted to see them. He wanted them to see him ride.
That's Caden, y'all. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we talking about Caden. Tell Caden I said, what's up, man?
I got you. Hey, he worn out, man. He had camp today, then karate practice. So he went right to sleep after that grilled cheese, and I ain't mad at him.
Hey, Caden do karate?
He do karate.
Oh, man. All right, good. God, you don't mess with Caden. Caden will put them chops on you, man. You don't mess with Caden, man. You don't mess with Caden. Jack.
I would ride every day somewhere, to the store. It's not like those early morning rides, like for the sun really get high. I would go, and every event, local, I would ride to it. Although I have a trailer. If I had one more person or two ride with me, I would ride everywhere.
Yeah, I got you. Well, I guess I'm outnumbered on this one because, like I said, hey, I do. There's things. Go ahead.
The reason you won't ride every day because you're in Atlanta and that traffic.
That might be it. I take it to the barbershop, and on the way from the barbershop, I stop by a store or something, but hey, not every day. I probably about after 4 days, I'll be like, yeah, it's time to get in the truck, man. Time to get in the truck, man. But hey, let's keep this going, man. Here's a question I want you guys to really think about this one, man. Really think about this one. This one I want to know. I want you to really tell me what you're thinking, man, because this is your people skills. Right? So I want to know, when you're talking to a slingshot owner you just met this guy, you're talking to him, what are you impressed about? Like, you just met a guy, you drove up, you say, what's up, man, my name is this, what's up, man? You looking at each other's slingshots and you're having a conversation. What are you impressed about? Is it his knowledge of his slingshot, or is it how many slingshot he or she has, or is it how long they had the slingshot, or is it how they created it and how it looks, or is it how clean they keep it? Like when you meet someone, what are you impressed about a Slingshot owner? Are you looking at a Slingshot? Are you impressed about that? What are you impressed about?
You know what, All-Star, how long they had it ain't a major factor. The fact is they got one.
Okay.
So when you meet them, you're going to be impressed with everything about that Slingshot because you got something in common. You don't even know this person. But when Slingshot riders meet up, it's an instant conversation like they knew each other forever because there's something to talk about. And me, I like to see what people got, see if I can create some new ideas for my own. But, as far as how long they had it, that ain't even a factor because some people might not have it but 2 or 3 days, but you can't tell unless they tell you. It's kind of, it's just one of them things that Slingshot has become the new adult conversation piece, the new toy, everything for the grown and sexy. So all that stuff is good except for how long they had it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Well, it's also an expression of their personality. Now, if you want to really find out about an individual, you look at his Slingshot.
Okay.
When you personalize it, that really says something about you.
Well, so if it's extra clean, Terry, you would say what? He's a clean person. He's a neat freak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, All-Star, you
damn!
don't
look at my Slingshot then.
You can't.
Don't look at my Slingshot.
Don't look at it.
Don't know. I have OCD. That shit is spotless.
Yeah.
Hey,
But Terry,
you can be deceived. You can be deceived now by appearances.
No, All-Star.
Be careful about that.
Him and Terry's with us, and him and his wife, they got a whole separate wardrobe. Everything they got matched that Slingshot. Yes, everything. Sir. You don't see them out with nothing on that don't match that color. And they got some Q-tips in their pocket because they clean that thing all the time.
And I agree there because every time I seen Terry and his wife, they're dressed matching, head to toe, Slingshot colors. Terry and I have the same color Slingshot, but hey, I can't touch him. He got everything, and his wife is standing there with him.
Yeah.
Hey, man, she makes the Slingshot. You know what I mean? I give her all the credit.
So Terry, tell me what it is. Let me read them off to you. So when you talk to a new Slingshot owner, you just met, you're looking at his sling. What are you impressed about? Prez said it ain't how long he had it. Are you impressed how clean it is? How he designed it, how he created it, how much he knows about it?
Well, that as well, but the camaraderie, just conversation, just getting to know someone. And that means a lot to me, just being able to fellowship in one another. It's something I think is one of the greatest things that I would say God have created. One of them, it brings people together.
Yep.
And that's a wonderful gift. It is a gift. It gives you the opportunity to reach out, and that means a lot to me. It's just being able to just talk to them and just, express myself and my Lord and Savior, giving, acknowledging him. But a clean Slingshot, their personality been put into it, that means a lot. That says a lot about a person.
Yeah.
It really does.
It does. I mean, you can look at a Slingshot, Terry, and you should be able to know something about that person by looking at it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dream Killer.
What's going on, man?
Listen, man, Dream Killer. Listen, you just came in, man. We're talking about this, Dream Killer. You just met a Slingshot owner. You're talking to him. You're chopping it up in the parking lot. Your Slingshot's behind you. You looking at his Slingshot. I want to know, what are you more impressed about? Are you impressed at his knowledge about his Slingshot? Are you impressed at how long he had his Slingshot? Are you impressed at how well he keeps it clean? Like, after you're sitting there talking for 30 minutes, what really impresses you about a Slingshot owner, if you are impressed?
Yeah, really all of those things for me.
Yeah.
But I guess the main one would be how long they've had it, because how much knowledge and experiences they've had with the Slingshot.
Okay. All right. Nice. Kryptonite. Go ahead and jump in there. Don't go ahead and jump in there, Kryptonite.
I agree with Prez there. The length of time really doesn't matter. The knowledge and everything, other Slingshot, the creativity, like they said, the personality that they put into it. What impresses me the most.
Okay. All right. We had a message here from Fiona Evans. Fiona Evans says, how creative and the add-ons. Okay. How they created and the add-ons. Okay. All right. Nice. Kales, what's up, man?
What's good, man? What's
Kales,
good?
I'm gonna push you to the limit, Kales. I'm gonna push you to the limit, bro.
Push me to the limit.
Kales, listen. We're talking, Kales. You asked me about my windshield. I don't know. You asked me about my rims. I don't know. You asked me about my roof. I don't know. Are you impressed?
I mean, I don't think with me, really, that's not gonna matter. You got a slingshot.
Yeah.
So you'll eventually learn all of that.
Yeah.
Slingshot is a brotherhood, sisterhood.
Yeah.
So that in itself, I'm excited, for all slingshot owners. I mean, I'm really not impressed. I mean, small things like that don't impress me. I mean, it's like a community of fun. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, we'll get to the personalizing it, all the rims. I know all of that. That ain't gonna impress me. What'll impress me is you roll up in the slingshot and we instantly got a bond. We instantly spark up a conversation.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm in this group and we instantly sparked up a conversation about slingshot. So I think that what impresses me more about slingshot owners. They're some of the friendliest people you'll ever come into contact with. I mean, all you got to do is, like you say, ask anybody who has a slingshot. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to get your answers. You may not get, these guys do competitions. You may not be on that level, but they'll open up their hands and, and their minds. And I mean, these things are so creative. People are so creative with them. I mean, you can basically go to a show and think that you got it licked and go back home and be like, man, I got to get online and spend more money.
Yeah,
I've done that several times. That's why mine is in the shop now. I hate going to these shows because you see something that you thought you didn't like on somebody else's sling, and you get to talking to them. But man, I gotta have that. It's fun. I wish, like you say, I see all the stuff going on. I hope we can get back to pure slingshot fun.
Yeah.
But like you say, when you first meet someone, I think it's the camaraderie. I mean, it's instant conversation. I mean, the thing is a conversation piece. I mean, it's something that's never been done. I mean, you figure we had bikes, we've had what else is drag cars. Slingshot is a combination of bikes and cars. I mean, it gives us old bikers something we feel more safe. And me, I'm married. My wife hated when I rode my motorcycles. Slingshot, she, it's like go have your fun. So, like you say, when I go to these different shows and and meet different people, is like you say, Bumblebee. That's my guy right there. Like I say, it's like family, brothers, sisters.
Yeah.
We all got something in common in the slingshot world. So that that would be my pick. It's like I could care less about your rims, your paint. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I like it, I may find a way to incorporate it in mine.
Make a piece of that. Hey.
Yeah, it's that's not what's impressive. You know what I'm saying? Like the conversation we're gonna spark about the two slingshots. And it leads to other things. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in here, Kryptonite's from Virginia Beach originally. I'm originally from Norfolk, Virginia. That's right up the street from each other. That's what the slingshot community does. So things you'll never know about a person, you'll find out when you get to talking to them about the slingshots. So that would be my take on it.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I like that, man. I like that. So damn, man, it sound like when you meet someone, you meet their slingshot, you meet them, you really don't see the slingshot, you see them. You see them. Mm-hmm. You see them. Like you could care less if he whatever, man, you know what? Sling Talk 21, y'all bringing it. It's raw. It's raw up in here right now.
Hey, y'all, let me add this, man. Something about being impressed. I'm impressed with how it's brought men and women together, like the sound competition.
Yeah.
The women have come in and held their own. You know, it's a positive competition. And, you know, you don't hear a lot of bickering back and forth between the men and the women because, like I said, they hold their own. And from some of the stuff I've been watching, the women get ready to start outnumbering the guys with this sound competition thing.
Oh, yeah.
But
oh, yeah.
That's been created as well. You got the men and the women, you know, they competitive, they working together, they sharing information, and then they go and they compete against each other after sharing information. And that's what it's all about. Because, you know, I was doing a lot of car shows in my earlier times, and, you know, guys didn't want you to see some of the stuff they had until they went to the show, or they wouldn't tell you where they got it from, stuff like that. But I mean, I like that part of the slingshot world. Like I said, the men and women are competing against each other and coming together. I think it's a beautiful thing.
It is, man. It is. Hey, anytime you see someone, you know, preparing themselves to show the best of their self to have a good performance, man. If you key in on some of the competitions, that whether it be light or sound or whatever, watch these competitors before they get real quiet. They start honing in on their skills. They start focusing on what they got to do. And anytime someone, you know, that type of skill, it's like watching Michael Jordan doing his warm-ups before he gets ready to come out there. You know what I'm saying? It's serious. It's serious. Hey, Pops, talk to me, Pops.
Well, for me, I see the person. I'm all about people. So it gives me an opportunity to have an open door, just to have some dialogue, to have some conversation, to get to know who you are, where you're from, what you do, how you do what you do. And I enjoy what you're riding because I got one too. But I'm more about the person than anything.
I got you. I definitely agree. It was a good talking point, man, because we're so different, and we come from all different states, cities, and stuff, and we all converge on the same event. And I was just wondering, what do people get impressed about? What are people impressed about when they meet, you know, a bunch of slingshot owners that got the same slingshot, maybe did something different? I was just curious. What are you impressed about? Like what am I gonna go back and text somebody? Hey man, you should have seen this. Hey man, you should have seen that. So it just be wondering. But what I'm taking from the panel members, ladies and gentlemen, is that it doesn't matter what you ride up on. It's you. I'm interested in see if we can link up and see if, you know, we have something in common. You know what I'm saying? Learn from each other. You know. Yeah, that's nice.
I mean,
it's a tool.
All-Star. Sorry, my bad.
That's
perfect example, All-Star. I met you without my slingshot in Myrtle Beach.
Mm-hmm.
I met quite a few people in Myrtle Beach without my slingshot.
Right.
Am I correct?
Correct.
And now it's like, now I talk to a lot of you guys on a constant daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's half of people haven't even seen my slingshot yet, unless you go on Facebook.
Right.
So.
Yeah. That's I understand. Dragon didn't even have a slingshot, and we sitting there chopping it up in Myrtle Beach, just chopping it up.
No, it was there. It was raining.
Yeah, but it wasn't in my view. I didn't see it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
But we sat there and we just chopped it up. Me, you, Phoenix, and quite a few other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good example, though. Yeah, it wasn't slingshot. We didn't care to see it. We were sitting there talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got you. That's nice, man. That's good, man.
Well, it's a wonderful tool to bring people together. It really is. I rode bikes. I had a crotch rocket, and I've never seen any vehicle made yet that can compare, that's my opinion, to the slingshot.
Mm-hmm. I got you. Nice. All right. Well, listen, let's just keep it going, man. Awesome. I want to go ahead and point this out one more time before we move on. Listen, Zerati Steels, man. World class, man. You get 10% off right now. 10% off of Zerati Steelworks, man. Use this code ZSWSUTV right now, man. Listen, every Monday there will be a different code. It's easy to get the code. 10% off Zerati Steelworks, man. I got to put that out there because I'm all about saving people money, man. Use the code. Zerati Steelworks has wonderful products. So go over there and shop. Use the code. Get you a discount. All right, man. Let's keep it going. Man, if you're just not tuning in, man, I need you to hit that like and subscribe button also too, man. All right, so this is a funny question. This is a funny question because it's not even a question, just another talking point. But I'm curious because listen, I got a ton of Slingshot friends, Ambassador. I got a ton of Slingshot friends. But Ambassador,
okay,
I've only drove one of my friends Slingshot. So it's like, how many of your friends Slingshot have you ever drove? And Dragon, I had to move it out the way, Dragon. I had to move it out the way. But it's I had to move it out the way, Dragon. But the topic I want to talk about, as you know, how many of your friends Slingshot have you actually drove down the street? Have you ever took for a ride? I'm not talking about moving out of the park, moving 10 feet. How many of your friends Slingshot have you actually drove?
The only one that I ever drove is before I got one, and it was Pearl Girl, old Slingshot that she had before I had a wreck. It was okay. I mean, I hope she listened, but I didn't really fall in love with the Slingshot then. I didn't fall in love with the Slingshot after I went to the bike class and went across the field. So therefore, that Slingshot is the only one I drove 2-3 miles. I have pushed several Slingshots out of the way, put them in gear, you know. But Pearl Girl is the only Slingshot I ever drove. And Tony Tiger, I might have moved hills around the parking lot. But for us just getting in somebody's Slingshot and going across town or 10 miles, I have never did that. I really ain't hardly rode in nobody's Slingshot.
Wow.
Anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why is that, Dragon? Why is it? Because you're the ambassador. You're at a lot of events, Dragon. Why have you never test drove or drove someone else's Slingshot? Is it like a unwritten code? You just don't do it?
To me, because I grew up on bikes, okay? It's like a Slingshot is somebody's girl or somebody's guy. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't go ride their stuff. That's the way I feel.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want somebody driving my Slingshot.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
I'm not going to share my girl with anybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, and I don't want to borrow somebody else's Slingshot either.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So Dragon, if you would have had your bike out there at Myrtle Beach, Dragon, and I would have said, Dragon, let me get the keys. I want to go down to Chick-fil-A real fast.
I would have said, put 40 grand in a suitcase and you can take it.
Oh my God. All right. Let's keep it going, man. Kryptonite, what's up, man?
What's up? Yeah, actually, about 3-4 weeks ago, we were at an event with some of the people I ride with, and one of the guys had a medical emergency, and him and his wife both have a sling, so they needed somebody to drive his sling back to their house. So I ended up having to drive his sling, and my wife drove mine back home. And on the way home, we all got caught in a downpour, and his sling don't have a top, and I got soaking wet.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome.
But that's awesome. I've ever driven, and that was a medical emergency. Other than that, I'd agree with the other guys. I wouldn't want nobody driving mine, and I wouldn't drive nobody else's.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you being there for your friend, man, your partner. You know what I'm saying? You had to get it home. You know what I'm saying? Well, how did it feel? Kryptonite driving another guy's sling?
It's actually kind of weird because I've got an automatic and his was a manual, and I ain't drove a manual in a minute. So
yeah, nice. Dream Killer, I know Dream Killer ain't drove. No, I don't know. Dream Killer is in the business though. He's a businessman. Dream Killer, you might have to test drive some stuff before you actually. Yeah. So Dream Killer, how you feel about it?
I just try to treat it like it's mine most of the time. Depends on what I'm testing it for. But I've had bikes that are been dropped off at my house, and picked up from my. So it's kind of like I have to drive it. I've gone and picked up some people's bikes or dropped them off. You have to. All my real friends, I think out of all of them, probably out of like 10 guys in the world that I consider a friend, the ones that have bikes is like 7 of them. Driven 3 of the bikes, you know, of real friends of mine. Again, they trust me, I trust them. You know, it's the same rule applies it when I was, you know, riding motorcycles for years. If their bike is worth as much, like when people used to ask to ride your motorcycle or whatever, if your bike was valued at roughly the same as mine, I really don't want you to ride it, but if you did and wrecked it, I'll just go on with your bike.
Yeah, I got you. Because you know what I was
with the Slingshot, as you know, I mean, with my own definitely, because not a lot of people are foolish enough to have that kind of value in their bike.
Yeah. You know, I was saying, Prez. We got a place we you know, it's popular here in Atlanta. It's called Spawn Divots seafood joint, right? Prez. You know, I go there. You know, I've been there a handful of times. Prez, they got valet. A lot of places got valet, but Prez, when them Rolls Royces pull up and them Lambos, they don't invalidate. They just let the person owner drive it. He just drives it back there and parks it. So I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's just like, well, I've seen it done both ways. Some of the Rolls Royces and Lamborghinis, the owner don't care. He'll get out and let the valet do whatever they do. But most of the cases, they don't want nobody driving their stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So, Press, how you feel about it?
Well, me personally, I don't play with nobody's toys, especially expensive ones. And the way mine is set up, it's like the old show, The Night Ride. It ain't gonna crank for you anyway. It's gonna crank for me and the wife. That's it.
Yeah.
So, but I just don't mess with other people's stuff like that, because it may be getting ready to go out and you get in it and go down the street and it go out. So now you feel guilty because you think you did something. Yeah. So I don't bother with other people's stuff, especially those type of things. And most people are not going to let you drive it anyway, unless you're a shop or something, you're working on them. But other than that, I'm just not going to get any of them, because my man Terry here, he gets toys and he say, hey, you know, try it out. And he can tell you, I have not, you know, I might make an excuse. I just don't feel comfortable in somebody else's stuff, man. I don't like to do it. And I've always been that way.
Yeah.
See, the dealer can afford to fix it if you tear theirs up, so you go test drive theirs.
Yeah.
They're gonna take it back anyway if you ain't signed no paperwork. So you test drive theirs and it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah. Say you the only one on the insurance, bro. I'm the only one on the insurance on this. Pops, I know you driving everybody's thing, Pops. I know you driving everybody's bike.
I don't get in nobody's. Nobody's. The most I do there, Slingshot, if it got to be moved, we putting the handbrake down, putting it in neutral, and we're pushing.
Yeah.
We're cranking up nothing. That's that man's Slingshot. I ain't cranking up his stuff.
Yeah. I got you. I understand that, man.
I've only rolled one other Slingshot. That's when I test drove it.
Yep.
Didn't want to drive that one.
Yeah, it's strange.
My wife forced me to drive the demo so I could get the Slingshot. Because I didn't like it. I was going to get me a Spider.
Wow. Hey, Dragon. We got a message here from Figgy. And
Biggie's my guy.
Yeah.
Biggie's my guy.
Figgy said he about to drive that thing, man.
Biggie's my guy.
Yeah.
That's my partner in crime right there.
I got you. So listen, man, wonderful comments, man. I appreciate everything you guys said. Even for Fiona Evans says none. Heck no. All right.
Hey, Fiona, out of Durham, North Carolina. What's up?
Yes, sir.
A girl right there. We ride together. So no, we ain't changing Slingshots.
All right. Let me give a thank you to Pandemic for that super chat, man. Pandemic says, Pandemic and Cruella. What's up, All-Star? Hope all is good. What's up, Jack Long? Y'all ready for Memphis? Let's have some fun. Thank you for that, Pandemic.
I'm on the way to Memphis.
Oh yeah. You know what? Hey, Jack, that's gonna be a wonderful, crazy event. You know, if you didn't go last year, you gotta go to Memphis Madness 2. You gotta go. Gotta go. All right, so let's keep it going, man. I'm trying to put y'all through some tough questions, but y'all 20 Sling Talk 21, y'all rock steady, bro. Y'all rock steady. I'm trying to shake y'all a little bit, but y'all ain't having it, bro. But I got this next question gonna shake you though. I'm coming straight at Kales. Coming at Kales right now.
Do it.
All right. We all love our slingshots. We all love them. I love mine. Had it for 7-8 years. I done painted it 3-4 times. I love it. But what would make you say, I don't want to own it no more? What would make you lose interest in owning a slingshot? Like, what would happen to make you say, you know what? Yeah, I just kind of fell out in love with it. Because listen, I have many friends who had it and sold it. I don't know why they sold it, but they just said, hey, bro, I'm getting rid of it. So what would make you lose interest and still remaining as an owner? I mean, what would make you? I want to know.
For me, that's a tough one. I like the question. That's a tough one.
I mean, what would make you say I'm about to put this thing on the chopping blocks?
They'd have to come out with something better. I don't see me. Yeah, I was not a fan of the slingshot. I've been a biker for 20 years. It's Harley. I still got a crotch rock. I don't ride it. I still got a booster. But yeah, for the slingshot, I don't see me getting rid of it anytime soon. Like they'd have to make something to trump the slingshot, and it to be as fun and as safe and something you can be as creative with in order for me to give up the slingshot life. I don't think that is, it's too fun. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm 50. You know what I'm saying? What else can you ask for? Music, rims, paint. What can't you do to a slingshot? There's been other things like the T-Rex. To me, the T-Rex, they're nice, but there's so much to me that you can actually do to them. For one, they're starting at 60 grand.
Yeah.
So to go from 60 grand, it's, like I said, some people can do it, but you figure a slingshot is just, they're affordable. It's just so, it's so much you can do. Just look at from when they started 2015 to now. Look how much they've changed. Look how it's evolutionized. The sound has, everything. You can, whatever you can think of, you can do it to a slingshot. I don't think there's another big boy toy, like I call them, that you can just think of it and make it look good. You can really make it look good, these slingshots. Yeah. So it had to be something to trump the slingshot. I don't know what they could create, but it had to be something on that same platform that would make me get rid of my slingshot. Now I may get a newer one. I got a 17, I was thinking about doing some upgrades, but I'm thinking I really like that. I think the 22 hood.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I may upgrade soon. I don't know, but yeah. Another slingshot. Yeah, I don't see me getting out of the culture.
I tell you what, Kel, you're not getting rid of yours, Kel. Like you said enough right there. You not. Kryptonite. If you got 3 tickets in this month, Kryptonite, and then they said you got to wear your helmet or something, Kryptonite, what is there anything Kryptonite will make you say, you know what, it's been a fun run?
Nah, like I said, I've only had my slingshot a year, and I've fell in love with it. I fell in love with the going to the events, meeting everybody, the fellowship that it brings along with it. It's just a totally different scene. When I first got in, went to my first event, the diversity that the slingshot community brings.
Oh yeah,
it's a whole nother world for me.
Yeah, well, if you got 5 tickets, in 1 month, Kryptonite, nah.
Nope, not at all.
Nah, okay. All right. Okay. Well, Kels and Kryptonite, they ain't selling for nothing. They ain't selling. Terry, come on, Terry. I know. Listen, Terry. Hey, Terry. The gas price is going up, Terry. The gas price for Slingshot goes. Hey, Is there anything, Terry, that would make you want to get rid of it?
Well, I don't think it's possible. But if the slingshot becomes a job for me, okay. I don't see how that's going to happen. That's the only way.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's time for me to enjoy myself, but I'm still working.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I don't see it happening.
But Terry, I'm saying, man, I know all you guys know somebody who sold it. I know a guy he fixed it up. It was crazy, and he sold it. He sold. Oh, what if? So you know what? I even worked overseas for 3 years, and guess what? I didn't sell it. Some people say I ain't got time to ride it. Is that a reason? Is that a reason, Pops? If I ain't got time to ride it, Pops?
Heck no. I'll be riding mine till I'm 80.
Well, listen. Well, prayers. If I got 3 washing machines, prayers, and I ain't using them, I'm supposed to sell them, right? I mean, if I don't have time to ride the slingshot, do I supposed to sell it?
No, you keep it. If you got 3 washing machines, you use one that's working, you keep the other 2 for parts. So you don't get rid of all of them. But you don't get rid of it. If you ain't riding it, you ain't gonna have no use for it. But anytime you start to get that feeling, get in it and ride it, and change your mind. It'll definitely change your mind.
Well, Prez, I got a ZX10 in this garage right here, Prez. I got a ZX10. I had a high booster too. So I had an old school. I don't even ride them no more, Prez. I don't ride them no more.
I got some things out there too that I don't ride no more. But when I walk outside, if I want to ride one, I get in it. But the slingshot is just a different vehicle, man. When you get in that thing, especially on a nice day, for me here in Jacksonville, we got some long country roads. I like to get in that thing with my wife because she love to go to Rita Icy at 6 o'clock when the sun go down. So if we get in that thing and ride and turn on some Marvin Gaye or some Luther or something, it's amazing, man. It's just amazing. Yeah. So, I like to find time to do it, and it's a good feeling knowing I got it there. If I want to go get in it, I'll roll it out that trailer and head down the road. But it's like my man say, every time I look at mine, I'm trying to figure out how much credit card I got left so I can get something else to go on it.
You know what? Pray, y'all gonna make me pull out my tricks. Now I got to pull out the tricks now. What if you almost got in 2 accidents? You almost get into an accident every day you walk out the door. So that ain't gonna change. You know what I'm saying? You can go out the back door and walk into an accident, fall down the step, bump into something. You can. Hey, you just got what's meant for you is gonna come to you. Woo. So you might as well just go ahead and ride. Jack, ambassador.
Yeah.
Listen, ambassador.
Man, I got in more almost accidents since I get that 2500 Silverado than I ever had on the slingshot. And on the slingshot, only way I would get rid of it if somebody gave me a good offer, and then I go buy another slingshot, and I would start over with all the knowledge I have now. I have when I get shot. So I would be bouncing right beside you and kicking your butt.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just not tuning in, we're talking about, is there anything that could happen or any situation that would make you want to lose interest in owning your slingshot? Please comment, ladies and gentlemen, if there's anything that you would know would make you say, you know what, this thing going on the chopping blocks, I'm getting rid of it. Dream Killer, what's up, man?
I don't think I'd ever get rid of mine. But I guess people lose interest. It's a hobby to me. It's a hobby that kind of helps make money, So even if I didn't ride anymore, I'd probably still mess with slingshot.
Yeah.
So, but, I don't think I would ever get rid of mine. Most people that have spent lots and lots of money on their bike most likely wouldn't sell it or get rid of it, but there have been a few rare instances where somebody has, had a $100,000 bike and sold it for less than what they have.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was saying, Dream Killer. You can look on Facebook Marketplace. You can see them for sale.
Yeah. So
why are they getting rid of them?
The ones that I've sold personally were for profit. you know, but there wasn't a sentimental value, you know, to it. They were, you know, to be rented, you know. So, but people that aren't renting their bikes, like I can't believe that. Like I think it started in 2020. A lot of people were buying bikes and like it's their bike and not like doing a lot of, you know, modifications on it, and then they're renting their own bike out, and that's something I could never do for any amount, you know. Not rent your bike out to strangers. I can't do it. So, but there are people that do it. So, you know.
We got a message here from Wilford Valentine. What's up, Wilford Valentine? I sold my first sling and dang it. If I didn't turn around and bought another one because I kept seeing slings out in the streets and got jealous. Yeah. So she says she sold it and kept seeing slingshots out there having fun and went and bought another one. I'm telling you, man.
You never know what people go through, man. You know, it could be problems. I've known some bikes that have sold for marital problems, you know, before the divorce is over, because you know what the outcome is going to be anyway.
Oh, right. That's a good point, Dream Killer. We didn't say that one. You didn't say that, but that could be, that could be a reason why you got to put it on a chopping box. You just you can't split that one up. It's got to be sold.
Right.
It's got to be sold.
But you know what, All-Star? I can tell you this. I have never purchased a piece of anything for this slingshot that my wife has questioned, why did I buy that? Because she's into the slingshot just as much as I am. So that makes life easy too. If you got a partner that's into what you into, life is good, because you don't get those questions about, well, you spent too much money on this. And my wife tried to buy more stuff than I buy, but we had to have a happy medium, because I don't want one side to be pink and one side to be blue. So, you know, we got to get back to where she go back and get her own so she can do the girly stuff she want to do. But I tell you right now, she don't let me pull out of the garage in the one we got here unless it's clean. Even if she get out there and clean it herself, it's got to be clean when she roll out.
Yeah, that's a high standard, man. That's the standard.
Mm-hmm.
That is the standard. That is the standard, man. So, did everybody get a chance to respond on that one?
Yeah, I was last.
Okay, cool, man. Hey, man, I appreciate all the response you guys get, man. It's crazy. I was just wanting to know, because you see a lot of people selling them, you see a lot of people buying them. You know, matter of fact, the thing is that you should not buy a brand new one. You should buy a used one, you know, and then hook it up your own way. So, a lot of people are selling them for whatever reason, but I just wanted to know if there's a reason why.
Well, some people may have a problem they just can't fix.
Yeah.
With their slingshot.
All right, let me figure out who this is. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, did you hear me, All-Star?
Go ahead now.
Yeah, some people may just have a problem with the slingshot that they just can't resolve.
Yeah.
And it's causing them problems. So, you know, just get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Start over.
Gotta go. Yeah, because you know what? Well, Terry, will it? You don't have your priorities. Is that one thing? Like, it's just getting in the way. It's got you doing all kind of things.
Say that again.
Like, what if you don't have your priorities straight? Like,
go ahead.
Like, you just in a slingshot when you should be sleeping, getting ready for work. It's just not you know, keeping you on track.
Well, I would say this. Once you get in this slingshot, you come alive.
Mm-hmm.
So that helps you think better. You get that breeze going, and while you cruising, you know, riding around the beach, the mountains, man, that clear your head. That helps you think. It should help you with your problem. That's what I say.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So I want to get into something a little bit more serious, and this wasn't. You guys don't know what this topic is. This talking point is, but I want to see what you guys come up with. So right now, slingshot community is kind of you know, a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff going on in the Slingshot community. You know what I'm saying? Different events and a lot of stuff on Facebook, social media. You know, and a lot of it is negative. So, what would you guys say is something that maybe the Slingshot community needs to adopt or needs to try to do to make the Slingshot community like happy and fun? Like, you know, what could we do? What could we implement that would make, you know, everybody in the Slingshot community friendly? What could we do?
Pick up the phone. Stop putting everything on social media. There's too many social media outlaws. You know, social media should be is a happy place. You know, I think you got a problem with somebody. What happened to picking up the phone, dealing with that person, working it out? You know, it's not everybody's business. If you got a person, if I got a problem with Norm, I'm not saying I do, but if I had a problem with Norm, I'm gonna pick up the phone. Me and Norm gonna work it out. Are we not gonna work it out? But it ain't gonna be everybody's business. It's me and his problem. And I think that's the issue with the Slingshot community right now. And the other big issue that I see, competition breeds it brings the worst, and it brings the worst and the best out of everybody. But people that aren't used to losing aren't used to losing.
Yeah.
You know, and like somebody, I think it was Jonathan Taylor made a post that loved the post, you know, and he was like, everyone can be beat. And that's a true statement. You know, just because you were the first don't mean you'll be the last. You know, there's always somebody, it's a competitive edge out there. Everyone wants to be the best. So everybody is looking at what you have to see how I can beat you. My thing is applaud it. I mean, go back to the drawing board if you get beat. There's no reason to get on social media and talk about this person's sling or talk about this builder. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do that in your own time. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the Slingshot community is disarray to me, in my eye, what I've seen.
So Kels, I got communication, pick up the phone, talk to that individual, right? And then anyone can lose. It's just a competition. You know what I'm saying?
Competition.
Just a competition.
I think we lose, you know, that it's just a competition. These are, at the end of the day, these are just things we enjoy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's things that you bought your Slingshot for happiness. It makes you happy. You get in it, you smile. Like you say, you get in it, you think. You know, it's nothing that I go home. You know, I got a job if I want to be stressed. You know what I'm saying? Not my Slingshot, not my toys. They for fun. You know, but like I say, I get it. Competition does bring the worst out of some people. And then when you put a trophy or a prize to it, I mean, it brings out even worse.
Yeah.
So in order for, I think, you know, what will have to happen is people's mindset will have to change.
Yeah.
The problem ain't with everybody in the Slingshot community. So everybody doesn't need to know that I got a problem with this person. You know what I'm saying? Until we figure that part out, it's going to be what it's going to be. But it's, as long as you can get on social media, take shots at a person, and they can take shots at you, and then their friends can take shots at it's an ongoing saga.
Yeah.
It'll never stop. You know, like I said, solution, the powers that be will have to come up with that solution. Maybe, you know, I mean, you figure we got 3 major platforms, and they don't even have the same rules. That's a problem in itself.
Yeah. Kels, you know what I hate, man? I hate when you see someone online, Facebook, social media, and they're trying to start something, and the people who feed into it, they feed into it. It's like, you know, this person, you can see what they're saying, their target, they're pointing at someone, their intentions is to do something, but you're feeding into it. That's what kills me.
Yeah,
that's what kills me.
Weak individual.
If you cannot listen, anybody can try something, but if you don't put no energy to it, it'll die. It'll die.
It dies.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
There's so many platforms that people can talk on and do it. You know, it's hard to police it.
Keep family business in the family.
Yeah. Like let me get thank you to Black Mamba for her super chat. Her message is keep family business in the family.
That's it.
Keep family business in the family.
Hey, you know what, All-Star? Negative, when you have that type of thing, like Kels was talking about, those individuals that's doing that, they come to your show and the negative energy is picked up by the rest of the crowd. Then when something go down, they don't say that there was a problem with Kels and Norm. They say All-Star programs got too many problems.
Why they doing
me
like that?
You become the bad guy because they not looking at it was them two individuals. They looking at it that you let them come to your show knowing that they had some issues amongst each other.
I know. I know, Prez, and I'm trying. I don't have knowledge of every little argument that happened and everything. So like Kryptonite's on here, Pop's on here. I don't know if Terry or I don't know if Jack has got something going on. I don't know. I just want to fellowship and conversate and share ideas and have fun. But when someone blurts out something, you know, it can't, man. You tell me, man, I get the most messages that of angry messages, but I guess it comes with the territory.
All-Star, do you get the message now that you said that? I believe you probably get more messages from the people that compete in more sound than you would lights, or you don't get, you know, like on this panel right here is I would call regular slingshot owners that we don't really get into the competition. We just show up at every event. We look good. Our slings look good. But at the end of the night, after it's most likely a sound competition, all the mess start because you have all the people near and far that came from here to there and they think their sling was the best. And then they will lose. And then they will immediately start and go to the internet saying that the judges was terrible. They had favoritism and all that. So I think the biggest problem in the slingshot world and causing all the mess is the sound competition. And I know we put a lot of money in them. I'm spending a little bit on mine. Just sound good riding. But that's what the problem is. And, you know, it's just that sound competition. People hate to lose. People don't feel they're fairly judged. And then there is nobody ever doing anything for the regular folks like me that's every damn where. I mean, excuse me, but everywhere. You see what I'm saying? So I think, like I did my show in Greensboro, North Carolina, and I didn't charge anybody anything. I just had a meetup. I had 100-some slingshots. Everybody was just happy all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So something like that is better than competing.
Yeah. I'm telling
you.
The
problem is people are taking all the fun out of this.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be fun.
Yes.
And people are, and sorry for saying this, but people's got their panties up their ass so tight that it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So if they lose, they're going to go cry. You know, I lost my first competition, never been in one. But you know what? I went back to the drawing boards. I don't care if I lose. I went there. I met a lot of people, had a great time.
Yeah.
And that's what I went there for.
Yeah. Dragon, do you think it's embarrassment? Like if you know the judges...
I think it's because people put so much money into their slings, especially the sound competition.
Yep.
Because that's when you see the most wars.
Yep.
And you can't tell me I'm wrong.
You're not.
Yeah. Let me see what Phoenix is talking about. Phoenix, what question do you want me to ask, Phoenix? Oh my God, the Black Mama in here, they're talking, they're crazy. All right, but listen, I'm writing these down because I got a podcast tomorrow, and I'm trying to reset the slingshot community, and I'm trying to. Sometimes you gotta when it's this far. Sometimes you gotta let people get it off their chest. Sometimes you gotta let them talk, What's up, Dream Killer?
Can I be real with everybody in here? I think I'm from 73, born in 73.
Yeah.
Is there guys in here that are 70 or old, you know, in the 1970 or older?
73.
Okay,
73 with you.
Oh, okay. So we're kind of like peers. You
Yeah.
know, just different
49, 49, 50, 49, 50, 51.
Okay, so I'm from an era that it wasn't anything like competition's competition. There's only, you know, one winner. You can take second, third, fourth, whatever. There's one winner, and everybody prepares for that every year to be known as one winner in whatever sport it is. So all the way to I was probably 21 and was coaching. And at that time when I was 21, that's when kids they stopped trying out for teams. If your kid shows up and pays the fee, they're on the team. That's when coaches stopped doing batter boys, hitting on the butts. You can't do that. That's when teammates stopped hitting each other on the ass. Good game, all that, you know. So I'm being real honest about it. Yeah, I hate it when people, you know, in any competition, you know, if there's humans, definitely males, there's going to be people that are to some over competitive. But like the guy said, Dragon, well, because these guys have so much money in their bike, there's levels to everything. Okay. Just like when we were in school, the guys from the 70s, if you didn't make the team, if you were lucky enough, they would have an intramural. That's for the people that didn't make it so they can still have fun and play. You understand? I mean, this is easy stuff. So the only people that I've ever seen that complained about a competition, and I've been in lots of them, not slingshots, I'm talking basketball, football, baseball, soccer, cars, everything. I've shown dogs, you know? So when it's competition and the more money you do have in it, you're lying. If I used to tell my players, yeah, I mean, we can't win them all maybe, but like, where have you ever seen anybody in their right mind and being honest and serious? They lost any game, whatever it was, and they were the ones playing in it. And they were like, great, this is great. Oh, we had a great time. When have you lost something and it was fun? When have you ever lost anything? Lost your wallet, it was fun. You lost a game, it was fun. I'm competitive. I'm upset if I lose a game of Uno. Not to the point of fighting or disrespecting somebody. But like, I mean, there's only one winner in any competition.
Right.
One first place. And that's what everybody goes for. When this game started for me, there was really only Jimmy and Stan. So to me, in watching, you know, over the years and then being more heavily involved in it from a professional standpoint, all I wanted was a belt. Now everybody's selling belts and getting belts, so shit, you can go get a belt anywhere. It's just not like people go hard for what they want. Everybody here that has a job or already had a job and retired, if you were by the hour or points or merit system or whatever, quotas, that's what you worked for because you're doing it for money, right? You want to work all the hours that they can give you because that's how you get paid. You're not wrong for putting a lot of time in anything. Like a guy said earlier, I forgot who said it, but like, you know, congratulate the people, you know, reach one, teach one. I've lost All-Star. You've been there and seen me lose. You know the money I've got in my bike and the things that have been done.
Yeah.
And then really when you lose, how I deal with it and have dealt with it, even when I was, you know, in like serious, you know, audio competitions with regular cars and trucks. Everyone is competitive, but in this is an opinion. In real stereo competitions, they use a meter. A microphone goes in your car. You have the choice to stand in it with headphones, or you can come out and control it separately, like Brian does with the big green bike. So that's been around for years. But even though you roll up the window to get a better reading of the decibels is all it's measuring, which is how much bass. You play one note, and that's it. It's burping. So if they could just take a microphone maybe and put it in a slingshot and hover it meters and use the judges, because the judges are just men like us. I've been to shows that one of the judges were put out of the crowd
because somebody didn't show up, and this judge, I had just given this judge his bike hours before we drove to the SS Takeover 2 years ago. He's didn't even ride his bike. He bought it new and sent it to us to stretch it, and that was the end of it. He picked it up and rode the next day with us, from Sarasota to Daytona. Or it was Daytona. So somebody got sick or something happened. One of the judges left, in the middle of it. They grabbed him. It was a mess, but it's still an opinion of a man. So a man that likes a lot of bass, he's going to go with the bass. He's not listening to it because he's a bass freak. A guy that likes a lot of clarity or even a certain type of music, if you play what they like, they like it, and they vote for that bike. But for me, I think a true competition in stereo with these open cabins, it's nice that everybody has different songs and they're tuned to different notes and songs. But what about, I think it's even since two bikes are going against each other, for whatever their speaker count is, everything's got to be equal. There's different bikes, right? Why not whoever wins the coin toss to go first, whatever song they pick, you got to play that song because you're competing against that bike. And you compete against every bike separately until you win. You've seen it at all the shows, All-Star. Somebody will play a song and it sounds good, and that was the first bike played. Then the next bike that is known to be a really well-tuned bike, great sounding bike, that person picks the wrong song, which is their choice, but you're judging it on its sound against its opponent in front of it or behind it, however they're lined up.
Right.
So why don't you just make them play the same song with the same amount of speakers, different bikes, and then whoever sounds better wins that round. You understand? Instead of somebody saying, oh, these guys, I heard a clip. Well, do we pause it and run it back? Maybe you heard something. I've been at shows these guys are playing during the competition and other guys coming in that haven't been there playing their music loud. Well, that throws your ear off, whoever's listening, So I'm not, I'll start, I'm long-winded. I'm not going to take a lot of time with it. But, I was just saying that, it's always bothered me. It started when I was a coach, when all this stuff started. I remember trying out for basketball, and it took all week, and you make the first cut, and you're happy, and everybody, because it's posted in the front of the school in the foyer when you come to school the next morning. That's how you know if you made the team.
Right.
So you might make to the third cut, not make it, but you made it further than the guys in the first two cuts. But you still have to get cut because they only want the ones that are going to perform the best.
Right.
That's why they let you play against all.
Yeah, Ethan, but I swear, some people just
it's the new age. It's the people that are born 80 and that, because those are the people that just were put on the team because they showed up.
Yeah. Well, I think
we lost in the baseball game. You win a baseball game. This is in the early 80s, late 70s at my age. If your team wins, this is just community baseball, little kids. If your team wins, one of the parents is going to meet them at the concession stands, and they're going to buy you a drink and popcorn because you won. The other teams, they can go do it too, but now if you lose, you get the same trophy as the winner. So who's the winner? What motivates people? If you want to do something for fun, then get an intramurals competition. If you think that they've spent too much money and you just, don't believe in that, then just play your music in your bike when you drive it to the tone that you like.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the other guys, they're doing this stuff because they do have money in it. I don't know anybody that has bought their bike and went to a show and paid their fees, never played the bike. It's all factory and try to enter competition. Everybody put time and money in it. So why wouldn't they be competitive? That's crazy. Where's the logic on that? Seriously, from anybody. So I've been wanting to say that for a long time. So I apologize if I offended anybody.
No, you're good. You're good. We're trying. That's what I want to know, man. That's what I want to know. I want to know. Okay. So let me address what Phoenix was saying. So listen, I think that, for myself, I'm a competitor. So my trash talking is to people that I have a trash talking relationship with. Like we're on a friendship. Like for me to say something trash talking like Bumblebee, me and Bumblebee clicked when the first time we met each other, and it's always been a happy trash talking moment. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, your competitor. If you don't have a relationship with your competitor or whoever it may be, like Mr. Light the Night, Vernon Walker, I have a relationship with him. He is always talking about deaf-bound speakers in a bad way. But I have a relationship with him, man. And every time he says it, it's funny to me. And it's I'm never offended by it. But I think the trash talking needs to be I think the trash talking needs to be on a to who you have a relationship with like that, because you don't know everybody. Everybody, you don't link up with and you don't sync with. So I think if they can remember that, then they'll know what is a healthy way to, talk your smack to someone that you understand. But going back to what Dream Killer said, it's like, I don't know if people just feel like they just totally got embarrassed or it's the end of the world. But there's going to be another show. There's going to be another show. There's going to be another light show. There's going to be another Slingshot show. And if it's not the show, and if it's a mistake, something else, then you got to learn from your mistakes and come back and fix the mistake. But I like what Kel said about the communications. Don't go to social media with it. Just go ahead and call that person. Say, hey man, when you have a chance, man, let's talk. And leave it right there. Leave it right there. And then, like you said, everybody can lose. Everybody can lose. Like Slidell, Slinger was there. Slinger was there. The light god, and he lost. And he lost in the LED contest. He wasn't mad, but it is what it is. So I want to hear some more comments, man. So I got these two: communication and everybody can lose. How does anybody else have anything that we need to implement, or we need to do more of, or we need to focus on to make the Slingshot community like more getting back to having fun?
Just research. Just one word: research.
Yeah,
research it. Cheapest Slingshot brand new is going to be about 25,000. The most expensive is going to be 38 from the dealer. So I mean, I don't care if you're a billionaire. It's not crumbs. So just research it.
Yeah,
it's simple. Just research whatever it is. Type it in the internet. Look it up. Send you links and just go from there. Ask people questions. When you buy your bike, you knew everybody was new. Everybody that's ever owned a Slingshot was dumb before they got it.
Oh my God.
They were dumb.
Yeah. So let me ask this question. Let me ask this question. When you go to an event and you see a Slingshot owner acting out or his performance, what does that do for you? Does that make you be like, why is this person acting like that? Or this is nonsense? When you see it, how does that make you feel? Like this is what I'm talking about. This shouldn't be happening. Why is this happening?
Oh, like arguments and stuff?
Yeah, just whatever. You go to a Slingshot event, you see something. What does that mean? How does that make you feel? Like,
honestly, can I answer that with honesty too?
Yeah.
Okay. As being a man of color, there's a lot of them on the panel. Things like that usually don't bother us. We're used to being around them. It's some other people that it bothers because maybe they were sheltered. Like someone raising their voice I've seen guys arguing, like you said, All-Star, but playing like you and Bumblebee or playing with Vernon. I've seen y'all back and forth, but you're just playing. Someone that doesn't know you, that was the first time coming, two black guys arguing. Oh my God, one of them had dreads, and it's nothing really. So if it was an argument at any of the shows, all it is a disagreement. Whatever it is, that's the nuts and bolts of it. Someone had a disagreement. Okay, they're handling it like they can. As all of the men of color, I'm sure. I don't know any of you, but our culture's the same. What'd your mom tell you? Mind your business. They're not talking to you. Mind your business. They're in public. Mind your business.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
All right, let me thank Black Mama for her super chat, and her message is her message is ban the death bounce. Ban the death bounce. All right, thank you for that super chat, Black Mamba. I appreciate it. But I want to hear more from Jack Long, the ambassador, sir. What's going on, man? What can we do, Jack, to make this slingshot community, no matter where, if it's not even a competition, it's just a hangout. We gotta make this thing back fun.
Oh hell.
You on mute.
Okay. You're gonna have to include all people that come, not just the top level. You know, there's the regular folks such as myself and so many other people that we just gonna go where the event is. We want to see what's out there to buy. We want to see the food trucks. We want to hear the music. We want to just do those type things. But until you get, because I've been to several shows that I was surprised that all the regular people wasn't there, especially in Atlanta. As many slingshots were in Atlanta, I was surprised the only people there, I said most of the competition people. And saying that, so I said, where's the other people? When you see the riots on YouTube and stuff, there's just tons and tons of people that's in Atlanta. Like first time I went to Atlanta, it was like, I was like, darn, this is crazy, all these slingshots. But when I went to the events, they're not there. So somebody's missing the boat on how to attract those people just to come out to the event too. And you got to do something for them. Like I told Vernon, one of the best things I ever seen when we was in Maggot Valley, he did a little sound competition for people never been in the
right.
And that was sweet, but something like that to make the people feel a part of the event too. And then so because you're gonna have the competition people coming, you just got to know that they're gonna be upset with each other as it is. So you really can't do nothing about that, because I've been to too many shows in my last 2 years. And like I say, every platform, every event, whoever won, the other person lost, was mad. So you got to find a way to just keep the party going and make them happy. Because the other question, I'll ask you this in a minute, but that's my answer to that question.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, Terry, what you got for me, Terry?
Well, main thing is respecting each other.
Respect.
And that's important. It really is. Being considerate of others. It's not just about me or someone else. It's about everyone. And so we all should take that into considerations, and if we would be more considerate of others, then it would be much better.
Right. I totally agree. Respect. That word right there, is powerful. You got to respect each other, man. Respect each other. Listen, as your competitor or your opponent or whatever, you got to respect it. Because the thing is, though, there's so many other things that are worse than losing the competition, man. You know what I'm saying? There's so many other things is worse. The thing is, though, you can come back and get in the next competition. So it's nothing to get, bent out of shape about. It is what it is, man, I just wish they would not get so upset when they lose or something. You know what I'm saying? It just makes the game, like, it actually makes some people not even want to compete no more, because if I got to go through all this, man, it is what it is. Listen, but what do you think about platforms start banning people? What do you think about if someone acts out enough, causes a scene? What do you think about them being banned or something? Because it's way out there, y'all. It's way out there. So this is not, like Kel said, it's not going to fix itself until we get
right.
And everybody understands that anybody can lose. And and they get more things for the non-competitors to do. So what do you guys feel about that? Something breaks out, or it's just like it's interruption or something. What do you think about
Right.
platform banning somebody, saying, listen, man, you've been warned, we don't want that around here. You causing a disturbance or something.
I agree.
I mean, because you can't go to an NBA game and jump on the court and just act up. You can't do that.
Right.
Exactly.
Somebody had mentioned before making some rules.
Yeah.
First and foremost, you're supposed to be adult, and then the next thing is, before you actually call them up and say, we're going to ban you, maybe you want to attempt that panel to pull that person to the side and say, hey, we're trying to have a friendly competition, and you're stepping out of line with the profanity or making gestures towards someone else. And this is just a warning, but we're not going to tolerate that. We will ban you from the competitions.
Yeah.
Try it that way and see what happens. But if they're competing against each other, the judges are making the calls. So why you got issues against each other if somebody else is making the call? You can't be upset with each other if you're not the one. It ain't like this guy said, I beat you, and that's what they took. The judges made the call. So why not have a conversation with the judges? And if nothing else, what can I do better? What was my problem?
Right. Exactly.
But it definitely need to be addressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, because you got family members there, you got kids there, you got, it's supposed to be an event where it's just fun and relaxing, and you get to see people perform and compete. You know what I'm saying? It's just supposed to be everything that is somewhat not right now.
The fun, that's what's not in it.
Yeah.
It's I think what if we're not, like you said, we're honest about it. When you go to these events, the reason you don't see the regular slingshots, the everyday people, the everyday riders, is because it's not fun for them. Mm-hmm. You go to these events, and like I said, I've been to a lot. I haven't really been to a lot this year, but I've been to a lot in the past years, because you see the same slingshots competing against the same slingshots.
Yeah.
Who wants to pay? I don't have to watch. I can watch it online to see the same guys beat the same guys.
Yeah.
I mean, no one who owns a slingshot is gonna keep paying to see, because these platforms are not free. That's why, to me, I actually think the people throwing the clubs, the social groups, the groups that throw these private events are a lot better than the three platforms. I mean, you go to these three platforms and it's a zoo. But you go to these local events, everybody, the camaraderie, everybody is dancing, everybody is having fun. These platforms need to take heed to what these local guys are doing and incorporate some of that into their their event. I mean, don't get me wrong, the sound competition has brought the slingshot world to the forefront, but they've lost the fun in it. And they're not going to get these regular guys to want to compete unless you do something for the regular guy. I mean, yeah, it's fun to win a trophy. It's fun to win the money. But like you say, it's the same people it's like watching reruns on the television. So you're only going to do so much of that. And then you're going to find something else to watch.
You're going to find something else.
I've always said, in order to keep moving on, you got to be innovative. You got to find something different.
Mm-hmm.
For one, I think these platforms that we call the three big dogs, they need to sit down, have a conversation, come up with one set of rules. I mean, it's hard to go to two platforms and their rules are the same, but then you go to another platform and it's different, but you're getting your bike built for a specific platform, or you thought you were getting it built for a specific platform, but then you go there and it's not, because it's not equal. So I think in order to move in a direction that I think most people, want to move in, the big three need to come up with a set of rules. And I think they need to listen to your platform, and guys like us, normal guys, Guys
that's
who
not involved.
Guys who don't have anything in the ring.
Right.
I mean, like I said, I think Ethan was dead on. Get that meter. You know, the judges are great, but they're just human. We're flawed just because we're human. You know, like I said, I may like something that Ethan doesn't like in the bike. It's not to say that Ethan's wrong or I'm right. He just likes what he likes. You know what I'm saying? So as a judge, the competitor can't be mad at what I like. It's just what I like. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's going to be different for everyone that's judging the bike. You know, there's guys that they can hire that are considered real judges, but it costs. Who's going to pay a judge to come and judge these slingshot events? You know, because they're going to want money. And is there any money in it? I don't think so. So in order for us to get to where we need to get to, listen to these local, like you say, we got an ambassador here. Listen to what he has to say. You know, All-Star, I think you're spot on. I mean, everybody in this panel has been spot on with what they're saying. In order to get it back to fun, make it fun for everybody, just not for the people that are spending $40,000-$50,000 on their slingshot. If I went and to Best Buy and bought me a set of speakers and I want to compete, make a class for me to compete in. That's fun. I don't care. Like I say, the trophy's null and void with me. You know, let's me and Pops get in the ring and have fun. Let's make the crowd dance. We did a show in Charlotte a few weeks ago, and we called it Parking Lot Pimping. I think they did it, and they did a version of it in the 3-wheel thing. I think they do a version of it, but it's ours is free. You know, we didn't charge anybody, and it was for anyone on a 3-wheel. Actually, we did two wheels and 3 wheels. Because my thing is I want to combine. I'm for the culture. I'm for everybody. If you got a big boy toy, I don't care what it is. I think we all the same in my book. Let's all get out there and play music. But when you take a number off of it, you'll get more. You know what I'm saying? Because like you say, if I got a Best Buy sound system, I'm probably not going to pay $50 to get beat upon from some of these big guys. But if it's free and it's fun and it's people like me doing it, you're going to have more people to come to your event. You're going to have more non-slingshot people coming to your event to see that, because it's a vibe. It's fun. You know, so like I say, I mean, they may listen to what we're saying. They may not listen, but I think in order for this culture to grow the way that it needs to grow, the guys like this on this panel need to be heard.
Let's see, I've been riding my slingshot 8 years now. I got mine in 2015. When we started this, it was free and it was fun. There was no pressure. There was no money involved, no trophies. You pull your string up, you turn your music on. Another guy said, I got something I want to show. He pulled his up, he turned his on. Everybody in the crowd danced to the music. The slingshot's backed up, 2 more pulled up. It was nothing like it is now. I haven't been to any major event because y'all are getting really crazy. I'm afraid for my life. I'm afraid somebody's gonna pull out a gun and start shooting. So I haven't been to none of them.
Yeah.
I just got a question for Gales. What is regular people?
Me? I'm regular.
There you go.
No. I thought we all were regular.
When I say regular people, I mean I'm talking about the regular slingshot owner that hasn't put a large amount of money into the slingshot. I'm not talking about those.
That's what I figured. Yeah. I just wanted to ask you. So
I'm not talking about those guys that compete for a living.
You're a regular person. All-Star's a regular person, but he's above you. It's his show. We're all regular people. We all started out like that. Someone's lying if they say they bought their first slingshot. They've never been around one, and they know all there is to know about a slingshot. We all are regular people. We just go different ways. You know, like some people wear Reeboks. There's nothing wrong with it. Some people wear Nikes. You know, you just go your own. It's all the same, though. We just like All-Star up until a few months ago, all he was doing was podcasts and videos and casting them on YouTube. You look up now, He's at the show for 2 reasons: for his show and to compete. He's still a regular person though, and the more he competes, and the more he gets hungrier or loses interest, that decides which way he goes on that. If he gets hungrier and feels he needs to spend more money and time on his bike, then that's what he does. He's still a regular Joe though. But once you get in so deep, it's silly to get out of it because you do have so much money in it. But everyone's regular. Everyone's regular. Everyone.
What I mean by that is,
so I disagree with that.
What do you mean?
I don't
Because
think we're regular.
The different levels of people with the slingshots. That's what we're talking about.
I know, but everyone was regular.
Hold it. Just like the NBA, or you in the semi-pro.
CBA.
You know, so it's the same thing. It's people. If you go to my video on YouTube at the Red Oak Brewery and you see that 100-something slingshots, that's what I would consider when we say those are regular slingshot owners. They don't compete.
Some of those bikes really nice though? There's guys like
you go look at that video. They got the wheels, they got the sound, and all they want to do is come out and have fun.
They just don't compete.
They don't compete. If you go to that Red Oak Brewery, it was the Slingshot Showcase.
Yeah.
I had 100-something slingshots there, trikes and Corvettes. Nobody said anything about competing. I had food trucks and everything.
But the bikes are nice though, right?
Huh?
They're nice enough to compete though, right?
That's the group of people we're talking about is not competitive.
That's what I'm saying, but they still have nice
people
bikes.
just want to go have fun.
Yeah, but they still have nice bikes, right?
Awesome bikes.
They just choose not to compete. Like Dragon said earlier, I used to be like that before I got into a lot of the issues. No one there's bikes out here, and All-Star, you should know of all people because of your videos or your interviews. There's bikes out in this country that have never been to any show, not even as a spectator, and they will shit on most bikes that everybody's going crazy over.
Yeah, they just want good
You
rides.
just don't see them. They're regular people, though. They just choose not to compete. They're not competitive.
Well, maybe you change
themselves.
Change it from saying regular people to non-competitors. You know,
there you go. But
there we go. Wrong choice of words. I wasn't trying to say that we're not that everyone's not regular, because we're all just normal regular people. That's what I'm trying to say is people that compete versus a non-competitor. The non-competitor and the person that actually make the shows are the non-competitors. Yeah. They're the ones that are paying to get in these shows to watch people compete.
Compete.
Because if you just had competitors at these shows, you would call that show unsuccessful.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's nobody watching.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the show can't pay for itself at that point.
Yeah, so it can't. So you need the non-competitive person to come to your show. But if you don't have anything different for the non-competitor to want to keep coming to the show, the show's is not going to last. It's not going to remain. All you're going to have.
I agree with that. But that's what I was saying in the beginning.
Yeah, wrong choice of word on my part. At the end of the day, we're all just regular people. And like you said, we do get sucked into something you like. Like I said in the beginning, I love my Slingshot, and I have a lot of money. I mean, it's in the shop right now getting a sound upgrade, but when I do compete, win, lose, or draw, don't get me wrong. Like you said, I came up, I'm born in 73, so I'm 50. I came up. There was no second place trophy. You either won it and you dealt with the emotion of being a loser, and you had to get back next year and rebuild and recreate yourself and do better. But I wasn't crying. There was no social media back then, so I couldn't jump on on a website or platform and dog out the team that beat me. What I had to do was go back home, run in my yard, do push-ups, do what I needed to do to make myself a better football player, baseball player, basketball player, whatever sport. Back then, it wasn't you can't cry. There's no reason for me to get mad at another team for being better than me.
Right.
That's on me.
Yeah,
it's not on them.
Go
back to the drawing board recreate yourself, or in this instance, go back to your builder. If he's not it, there's other builders.
Right.
I mean, there's no reason to get on a builder for not being the best in the country.
Right.
Because there's no one, you're only good for so long. There's always somebody trying to be better.
That's right.
Always somebody. And if you're not trying to be better, then you can't call yourself a competitor.
Right.
And in saying that, that's all I was saying, Mr. Kells, no disrespect.
No, none taken.
We reworded it. Listen, so we reworded it, right? So there's competitors.
We reworded it.
And there's
competitors.
non-competitors. Listen, guys, it starts like this. There's competitors and there's non-competitors. This is every competition, the NBA even. And the non-competitors are spectators. So they're watching it and something happens to them. They see something or hear something and they say, you know what? I'm going to try this. So then a non-competitor becomes a competitor. That's how it works. That's how you did as a kid. That's how I did as a kid. An Air Force pilot's son wants to be a pilot. It's what his dad does.
Yeah. Right, hold on, fellas. Let me thank Mr. Roderick Steele, man, the president of Mid-South. His message is Big Rod from Memphis. Hope to see you in August, man. That is Big Rod, Mid-South Slingshot president. They got their big event coming up in August, man. All right, and also Black Mamba's question: why aren't there any women on the podcast? Listen, Black Mamba, Straight Up TV is for everybody. It is for everybody. It doesn't matter, female, male. I send out a ton of invites. Listen, let me ask y'all guys this. Is coming on the show, like I can see all your faces, I hear your comments. Is this intimidating? Is it intimidating to come on the show?
No.
Because I send out a bunch of invites. And
they said no.
Huh?
I invited 2 females, they said no.
There you go. What I'm saying is it intimidating to come on the podcast? Because I would love to have more young ladies on here.
This is my first time. I love it. I hope to get another invite.
Oh yeah.
It's awesome.
Oh yeah. It is.
I do want to say one last thing, and I just want to make I'm hoping some of the platforms are listening, but something that Pop said, and he's speaking from his heart. I think they need to that needs to be acknowledged, because I think he's not the only one that feels that way. That's why if you go to these shows, the numbers are down because people are afraid. These things are fun. These machines are fun, but if you got a person that I'm sure is not the only one that feels like it's unsafe, I mean, that's a problem in itself. That's what needs to be addressed. Why does he feel unsafe? What can we do to make it feel safe? How can we get Pops back to the Slingshot event? Because he's, like I say, people like Pops, people like that are on this panel is what makes these events. Not the guys that are hitting the play button. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they sound good, they look good, but it's people like Pops.
Pops has a great,
you know what I'm saying?
They have a big following down in Durham.
So just imagine if there's a show close to Durham, or Pops said, "Hey, we're going to Atlanta." But he has to feel safe, and I think that's something that's being missed by the competitiveness is safeness. You know what I'm saying? It used to be like that. And I get it. You're gonna have an argument here, an argument there. Like Ethan said, sometimes that stuff just rolls off your shoulder. But when it becomes a point where threats are being made, people are being disrespected. Like I say, I mean, I don't know how you get rid of that at this point. Because like you say, the competitive nature of these people that are competing, I mean, some of it, they wear deep, so I mean, I think it's going to take for these platforms to come together, or I think, like you say, it will end.
Hey,
Kells, this platform of sound will end.
Kells, I was trying that in the beginning of the year. I was trying to get I was trying to get some type of merger going on, but Kels, hey,
Yeah.
jeez.
Oh, I know. Look, I watch it. I may not be seen a lot, but I watch a lot of stuff. I mean, I sit in the background and I watch things. You know, Jack, that's my buddy. We talk. You know, and like I say, in Charlotte, you know, in our Slingshot, our QC Slingshotter community, you know, we're trying to make a few changes, you know, but it's all about fun. Like it's not really about being that competitive, because the competitive nature will always be there.
Yeah.
The fun thing is the thing that's missing from a lot of these events. But like I say, give me a local event over the 3 platforms any day.
Yeah. I got you. Pops, you with us, Pops?
I'm here with you, man.
I got a it's a question here. It just wants to know what let's see.
What caused me to be unsafe?
Yeah, unsafe.
It was about a year and a half ago. We was in Charlotte at one of the big events at Ride Now, matter of fact. And 2 guys were competing. One was from Maryland, the other guy was from Florida. 2 heavyweights. The dude from Florida lost. He thought he should have won. He said, I can solve this. I'll go get my piece. And so when you start talking, I'm from the old school. When the guy said I'm going to, it's time to step off.
Yeah.
It's time to step off.
Yeah, it's time to ride.
And so I haven't been back since then.
Yeah.
In Durham, we don't do that.
Right.
This year called the Unity, we had over 200 people at the Unity event. Not one incident, not one cuss word was out there. We had over 200 people in the park. No one said, get my piece. No one said, you did me wrong. Everybody was enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been back to an SS takeover or anything, because it just getting to the place now. The violence is, it's escalating to a point that it can be violence. And I don't want to be there to see it.
Right. Well, that's what we're attempting to reset right now. We're attempting to reset this community, man, to make it fun, man, to make it exciting. You know, we're actually lucky to have so many platforms and events that you can go to. I'm off this weekend. I can make it. Let me go to this event and have fun. You know, because back in the day, we didn't have no platforms. So it's like awesome to have the platforms, but we got to make sure the platforms are safe and fun for everybody to trickle in. Nobody wants to drive like 9, 10, 12 hours to something they really kind of iffy about going to. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just make it back fun, man. So maybe the platforms need to put out their rules, and it is what it is. Listen, the beginning of the sound competition is that you pick numbers, and if there's 2 people from this same team, if y'all pick a number, 1 and 2 is going to play each other no matter what. 3 and 4 is going to play each other no matter what. And then when you actually go to pick the numbers, there shouldn't be no conversation about it. We already talked about this. 1 and 2 is going to play each other. 2 and 3 is going to play each other. 3 and 4, whatever. See, sometimes they put out the rules and then they try to maybe, they just want to make everybody happy, and they change it up a little bit. But no, just keep it the same way you said you were going to do it. And that's not to no particular platform. It's just that sometimes when I was in the Army, I had a drill sergeant. We knew what the drill sergeant was going to say. We knew what he wanted. So we did it. We had 2 drill sergeants. One drill sergeant was easier and the other one was more stricter. When we seen this drill sergeant, we knew he was about his business. When we seen the other drill sergeant, it's like going to 2 different platforms or whatever. So, just stick by what you got. Stick by what you got, no matter what. If someone doesn't want to get on your platform and your rules, then that platform's not for them. Because guess what? I do know this. Once Slingshot drives away from a platform, the Slingshot event is still going to happen. It's still going to happen. People still going to have fun. So it is what it is, man. But I appreciate everything you guys said. I wrote it down, man. Communication, man. Hey, Kels, when you said that communications, man, I would have more respect for you if you walked over and told me, hey, bro, you got me today, but I'm going to get you next week.
And that's
instead of going to Facebook. Instead of going to Facebook. Yeah.
Yep. I can't respect you if you go to Facebook. You got no respect for you.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, we're men. We're, you know, and there's, like you say, men, women, all compete. Let's just get back to being men and women.
Yeah.
You know,
but I gotta say this.
Type of respect.
I gotta say this. There are some awesome competitors out there, bruh, that if they lose or win, give you a hug, handshake, congratulations. I'm gonna name them out. Cruella, Pandemic, King New Shoes. There are a lot of them out there. Yeah, Phoenix, there are a lot of them out there that really love the game of competitive. They just want to compete.
Really? Yeah.
If they lose, they lose, but they're still going to remain professional and they're still going to give you that love. Congratulations. So it ain't everybody. It ain't everybody. I can sit and name names. I got videos and everything. They hug, they appreciate each other. They say, bruh, I got beat by Disturbing the Peace. He said on a podcast, I'm sure we're gonna go at it again. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go at it again. That's all it is.
That's the name of the game right there.
All the dynamics of the, I guess, industry, I'm pretty sure it's going to change because a lot of new shops are opening, a lot of old shops are closing.
Yes, sir.
A lot of new people are buying bikes, and as we mentioned in the beginning, a lot of people that have bikes are selling their bikes.
Yes, sir.
So, turning over, the economy's turning, you know. So it's going to change the dynamics of things anyway. So that's all we can do, just wait it out. But again, all that many adults from all different backgrounds and taste and whatever, it's kind of hard not to have some type of outburst. I guess he was mentioning. I've never been to a show where anybody talked about a gun, but I live in Florida and everybody here has guns. You know, so shit, you can get shot at the gas station, a grocery store, movie theater. I'm not scared to go in those places either, but I know what he's saying about that. And that's a bad look for anybody, but it doesn't change people. As you said, you know, one or two people pull out, two new ones pull in, you know, the show's going to go on. So.
Yeah. But I want to go back to what I think Pop said. This respect, man, respect. I respect you to pull in and give me your best play, and I'm gonna hope that you respect me for coming in and playing my best play. So it's respect is so much, man. It's so much. Ambassador, respect is so much, man. You know what I'm saying? Respect to make you park your slingshot and walk over to someone and shake their hand because, man, I respect that dude. I like that dude.
Night. Just say you the best tonight.
Yeah. It definitely would do that, man. Jesus Christ. But like I said, I really want to say there's some good competitors out there that really love to compete, and matter if they win or lose, they're going to shake your hand. They're going to give you congratulations. They're going to congrats or whatever it is. That's just the level of professionalism they have. You know what I'm saying? And they're awesome people, man. They make you gravitate to them, man. When you see that, you witness that. It's just awesome. So it ain't everybody, man. I'm telling you, man. All right, so guys, I don't have any more talking points. So at this point, man, I want to let y'all know, man. I want to let y'all know that this episode was sponsored by Light the Night, man. Light the Night in San Antonio, Texas, man. If you want to light the night, you got to get Light the Night. If you want to light the night, you have to get Light the Night. It's not a motto. You actually got to get Light the Night if you want to light the night. All right, so listen, our other sponsors, Callaway, man. Callaway and Sons, man. New Orleans, man. Heating and air conditioning services, man. If you want it done the right way, call Callaway. I'm telling you, listen, this company has 24-hour emergency services, man. If your heating or your air conditioner goes out, man, that Callaway and Sons, they got you, man. Zerati Steelworks, world class, man. If you ever deal with Zerati Steelworks, you're going to get world-class treatment. And by the way, right now, every day, all day, 10% off, man. 10% off at Zerati Works Steel. All you got to do is use this code ZSWSUTV. You can get 10% off of your purchase, man. Go ahead and spend that money. All right, so listen, man. I don't have any more talking points, man. I want to go ahead and open up the floor, man, and see what you guys got to say. You guys got any announcements, suggestions, or comments, or anything that you want to say? So we don't have to go in no order. If you have something, just go ahead and let us know.
Yo, I got a question.
Okay.
When do the Slingshot season really end for your scoreboard, your scorecard, and competition? When I understand there's a awards program in September.
Yes.
But there's 5 or 6 or 7 more Slingshot events afterwards. With every competition there, or September ends the season?
Well, the scorecard ends when the last show of the SS Takeover, the last show of the Sling Fest, the last show of the Three Will Showdown, and Memphis Madness. Once they have no more shows, the scorecard ends. Now, Three Will Showdown has their September, the Legends Ball. That's on their point system. They have their own point system, how they're doing their thing. But far as my scorecard, in which I invented it because I wanted to make sure we track and actually have a official record of, every event, that who's the winners of that, because without some type of official record, it'll just be hearsay. So that's why I created the scorecard. But like I said, to answer your question is that after every show for the SS Takeover, Sling Fest, Three Will Showdown, and Memphis Madness, the scorecard ends for that year.
Okay.
And that's when I'll give out the featherweight of the year, the lightweight of the year, the welterweight of the year, the heavyweight of the year, the middleweight. That's when I'll give that out.
What about the fan of the year, like me? I'm messing with you.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's a good question. Man. But Three Will Showdown has its own point system for September. Ethan, you had something? Dream Killer, you had something?
No, I think the last show, as far as your scorecards, is Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, whatever that last show is, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the Three Will Showdown has some events to be determined. Maybe they had some. If you look at their schedule, there's some locations down there that are to be determined, I think. So I don't know, but that's why I safely say the last event for each one of those platforms. That's when the scorecard is over.
Take over the original.
Yeah.
That's who started it.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I don't have anything extra to add. Just everybody, if I offended anybody, I apologize. I'm just hoping sometimes to just express what I know. So that way, if I tell the way I really feel, I don't have to remember what I said.
Right.
Yeah. We need more of that.
Yeah. Kryptonite. When I'm gonna see you again, Kryptonite? You on mute, Kryptonite? When I'm gonna see you again?
I'm not for sure yet. I've been having.
Come on, man.
We've been having to work every weekend at work. I ain't been able to get much time off.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I'm trying to get to one of the bigger events.
Yes, sir. Well, I enjoyed the Maggie Valley and the conversations with you, hanging out with you, and everything. I enjoyed it so much, man. Yeah. Definitely want to get more of that.
Yeah, and that's why I want to stress on the point of the sound competition and all that. That was one of my first ones there, and as you know, I blew half of my speakers right before the competition started. But like Phoenix and Jonathan Taylor told me when I started building my bike, if you're going to compete, just get out there, press play, and have fun.
Right.
And that's what I did. Even with half my speakers blown, I still just went out there, press play, and had fun.
Right. I'm going to definitely have to get Fiona Evans on here. I like her comments. I like how she's definitely paying attention, and she's definitely a part of the podcast, even though she's not on the panel. She's definitely in there. I would definitely want to get her on here.
Yeah, she's fantastic, all-star.
Yeah.
Super lady.
Fantastic.
Okay. Prez, come on, Prez, give me something. Where are we gonna see the Slingshot Riders of North Carolina at?
We planning to do Charlotte here coming up, so hopefully that'll work out. This weekend, if you close by us in Jacksonville, we having our annual barbecue at the beach. You're more than welcome to stop by and get a hot dog, hamburger. Definitely some good conversation. So all you North Carolinas, y'all close by and y'all riding, just give us a call. We'll get you there so you can get something to eat.
Okay. Nice. That's my birthday weekend too, Prez. And that's Charlotte. That's my birthday weekend right there.
All right. We'll be there. Maybe we'll bring you a hot dog or two.
Man, I'm gonna be 32 years old, man.
He's gonna have to turn up and go have an extra party. After party. You're gonna have an after party.
Well,
all right.
Big ride this weekend, man. We meeting up and we stopping in 3 different cities headed to Fayetteville. And the uniqueness of this is we had the fire department in every city gonna give us an escort.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Pops.
Going to stop in Raleigh. We're going to stop in Sanford. When we get to Sanford, we got 4 different police departments that's going to escort us all the way to Hope Mills.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. That's just, hey, that's music to my ears, man. That's a lot of coordination, but hey, I like what y'all doing.
Yeah, that's what we do. So if y'all get in and ride behind some fire trucks, you're more than welcome, man.
Mm-hmm.
And in North Carolina, starting December 1st, they got the new law about street takeovers to go in effect December 1st.
Jack, Ambassador, what is this? What is the new law?
Well, they filmed in Charlotte and Greensboro, Raleigh, everywhere. The government just passed this. If you get caught, if you're leading the pack, and you're $1,000 fine. It's the street cars that started because they were blocking all the intersections and they were going to different parking lots and they were doing the burnouts and everything. So the people were filming them, and the governor just passed the law. So you're going to have to look at the North Carolina street law takeover. And they can impound your vehicle. And so everything go in effect December 1st.
Well, the first thing they got to do, Jack, with that is change the name of that. Most of them refer to them as mob ride. So that's number one. You're already giving them the impression that it's going to be wrong from the get-go.
Well, they already passed the law, so ain't nothing I can do about it. It's law now.
Yeah.
They call it the street takeover law. And they said if they catch you blocking, all that, you just have to go read it. North Carolina street law.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was shocked. I was just looking at it the other day. It come up on the damn TV. I said, damn. But it's a new law going for effect December 1st. And they showed them guys blocking the streets in Charlotte, the cars, and they were spinning around the intersection, and all the people was out looking, smoking, tires, and then they did it here in Greensboro, over on Battleground Street. There's 2 or 3 parking lots that it's really the cars that were doing it. And so they started, but the police is watching. The chief of police was on TV saying it's going in effect, and your car gonna be impounded, $1,000 fine. So it's different things I might not have exact, but that's what they were talking about.
Yeah.
But you can go look it up. It's on my page. You look at my North Carolina Slingshot page. I put the whole thing on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, if anybody got anything else, Dragon, you down there? Tell Figgy I said, "What's up, Figgy?"
Definitely will, bro.
And
Definitely
Greg,
will.
right? And Greg too, right?
Yep.
Tell Greg I said, "What's up?"
You gotta have Greg up, bro.
Huh?
You gotta have Greg on the show.
Man, tell Greg whenever he want to come up, he can come up, man. Sling Talk. Listen, this is the 21st Sling Talk, man. It's gonna continue to go I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna be on Sling Talk 29 or 32 or something. Because that inbox, as long as that inbox is open, I'm gonna hit you in the inbox. All right, so listen, just don't forget about the Straight Up TV t-shirts, logo shirts, team shirts. If you want to get with those, just contact me, man. I'll definitely be at the next couple of events, or if you really want one, just hit me up and I can mail you one and you can get it that way.
Everybody should have one in Charlotte for your birthday.
You know what? That's why you the ambassador.
Yeah,
That's why you the ambassador.
One for you for your birthday.
Yes, sir.
Show your support and how much we appreciate what you do.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I got a super chat. Super chat.
I'll make that happen with our group.
Okay.
White Lotus. Jack Long for North Carolina governor. That's for White Lotus.
You got my vote, Jack.
Huh?
You got my vote.
Hey,
you got my vote for governor.
You know you my dog, my QC buddy.
Yeah, I'm glad I'll be turning 35. I'll be turning 35. Man, it's been a long 35. You know? But definitely if you guys are in Charlotte, Three Wheel Showdown, birthday is August 5th, you know, come by and definitely hang out with your boy All-Star and be a good time, man. Good time. But listen, I'm gonna get you guys out of here, man. It's been 2 hours and 5 minutes, man. I apologize, guys. Why y'all didn't say nothing, man? Why y'all didn't say nothing, man? I'm sorry about that, man. I try not to keep y'all too long because y'all might not come back. So listen.
One more thing. I heard your ratings up to 185 night with all the North Carolina people on there.
Yeah, hey, North Carolina, y'all showing out, man. Y'all showing out, man. Hey, I gotta have y'all back, man. And there's a lot of more North Carolina. I want more of the Slingshot Riders of North Carolina. I want more of them. I know there's plenty of members that want to come on the show. I need them. Jack, I need them. Kels, I need them. Pops, hey, tell them you had fun, man. This is fun. It's no stress.
This was fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, man, fantastic. I don't know why it sounds like it might be a little intimidating, but it's really not, man. It's really not.
Yeah, I definitely want another invite.
Really nice. Who is this? Super chat. Let me thank this for the super chat, man. Greg Varano.
That's my boy.
I appreciate that, Greg. Who is that? That's Northeast. That's Northeast right there.
That's Greg.
Shut up,
my boy.
That's Greg right there. What's up, Greg? Hey, Greg, I need you on the show, sir. Please come on the show, Greg. I appreciate that super chat, man. All right. So, guys, now I'm gonna get you out of here, man. Peace out.
Later.
Listen, I thank you guys for taking time, man, to get on Straight Up TV, man. I am your Slingshot platform, man, for YouTube. Anytime you feel like you want to come by, man, if you have a conversation, man, if you have something to say for the betterment of the Slingshot community, man, please contact me and come on the show, man. So let's close out. Let's close out with everybody, you know what I'm saying? Give me your social